All right, after some technical difficulties, I'd like to welcome you to Throttle Up TV presentation of Moonshiners Racing. This will be Recruitment Race number 2. Practice for about 1 minute. I'd like to welcome a special guest to me tonight. Sasha's going to be in the booth with me as Alan's going to be away for the Thanksgiving holiday. Sasha, welcome to the booth.
Hello. How is everybody doing tonight? I'm glad to be here.
We're excited to have you. We're excited to get this underway, and I know that this is your first time commentating, and this will be my second time, so we will just get this done and have some fun.
Sounds good. I can't wait.
We've got about 14 minutes left here to qualifying, so I say now is a good time to get yourself comfortable. Go grab that soda, bag of popcorn, get yourselves strapped in for a real good time tonight here. take a quick look at Warren Young here in the 48 Lowe's car. I believe this was last week's Recruitment Race #1 winner.
You're good, Matt. Copy. Team.
Looking at just under 4 minutes here till these boys get set to qualify. It'll be a 10-minute session for everybody to get qualified. We'll see how many drivers line up tonight. We definitely have a stacked house, and we have some fast times out there. I'm pretty excited to see what kind of action these guys can produce for us. What do you say, Sasha?
I don't know, it's a tight race. What do you think it's going to be like with the track condition and the weather?
Well, I think that the weather looks like it's going to be a little cooler today in Fontana from what I saw in the track info. We'll take a look at that again here before we go green, but I think with that we'll get some good grip, some good handling cars, and I'm seeing some awesome times these guys are putting down. So it should be a real interesting race. So again, just under 3 minutes here, and we should be able to get this thing going and get. Hopefully, we can see some awesome green flag laps.
Be brave, I'll be
All
brave.
right, here we go with some qualifying. We'll leave the Throttle Up TV top 20 qualifier board here for you guys at home. Watch them change as they qualify here. We'll see how this goes. Couple out on the track already, and we'll give these guys just a few minutes to get warmed up and lay some times down. I could tell you we were looking at the times and data, and it was super, super close in practice. The top three had the exact same fastest lap. Then we were looking at the top 15. We're all within 5/10 of a second. This is going to be something. Take a quick look at Barry Sanders here putting down his qualifying lap. Barry comes to us from Lexington, Kentucky. And I'm tongue twisted tonight, so you'll have to excuse me on that one. Driving the number 25 Wild Turkey Chevrolet Camaro. Looking very, very good out there. Let's see what kind of times you can put down. Sanders is going to put her on the number 1 spot with a 41.25. Bob Nestor is going to bump him with a 41.06. This is going to get interesting. Wes Dobbs currently in the number 2 seat here. See if he can pull off a little bit quicker time. Looks like he was even with Nestor on that one. He puts it way down there on the apron trying to pull off another. Can he do it? Doesn't look like he's quite going to have enough.
Nestor. Yeah.
Last week's winner here, Warren Young. Let's see what kind of times Warren's putting down here. Let's take a look real quick at the race info. Auto Club Speedway. 65 degrees. 56% chance of rain. That's kind of chilly in California, isn't it? Seems to me. I don't know. Maybe.
That's what I thought. I thought it was pretty chilly.
I mean, maybe I'm askew, but the track temperature is 74 degrees today. It looks like partly cloudy skies. What's up? I'm just looking at my settings over here, and we're waiting for the last few people to get the final laps in here. Couple left to qualify. Actually, a couple fast names. I see you're still on track, so we'll see what happens. One of my local drivers would be number 24, Benjamin Harp, and looks like he's going to start in the 12th position, piloting the Ford Mustang tonight. I'm going to just make a quick announcement here. Once we get out on track and they start pacing, as we're going through the lineup, the cars may flash white. I'm going to reset their paint jobs as we go here because I'm not positive I've had everybody's paint files properly. So you might see some white cars blinking off and on the screen while we go through this, and I apologize. It was my mistake for doing it late. All right, here we are with tonight's starting lineup. Tonight's pole sitter, Bob Nestor, Joe Gibbs Racing. Sitting on his outside is going to be number 2, Wes Dobbs. On the inside, second row, is going to be Daryl Klotz in the number 5 machine. Sitting on his outside row is going to be the number 8 of Shane Pittman. Row 3 is going to be Justin Starnes. On his outside is number 6, Warren Young.
On his outside is going to be the number 3, Aaron Matthews. And to his left is going to be the number 25 of Barry Sanders. The number 31 of Alan Hinson. And then we've got the number 30 of Keith Miller, followed by the number 13 of Chris Claude, and the number 24 of Benjamin Harp.
Well, I'm not sure how that popped up, but Daryl Klotz, Shane Pittman, Justin Starnes, Warren Young, Barry Sanders. We've already gone through these, and I'm not getting the right one here, so pardon me. It's my software didn't do exactly like I planned there, so I apologize. We got way ahead of myself. Fortunately, you guys were able to have a look at that. What's that? Huh? Oh, don't be anxious. You're fine. I'm fine too. Robert Nestor's going to lead him around. Pace car has the lights off. They should be getting set to go green this time by. Pace car is off. Robert Nestor leads him to the line.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag flies. And they're off. Let these guys kind of single file it out without stacking it up too much. Maybe they can get a couple laps in here. We're just going to let them have a few laps.
Matt, or how long is this track, Matt?
This is a 2-mile track. So this is a basically a super speedway without the giant banking, in my opinion. One of my favorite tracks to run because it's so wide and so versatile. You have so much room on this track.
Do they generally stay too wide?
There's a few different grooves that they can use on this track, and I think throughout the night throughout the day here, we're gonna see them. I'm happy to see them starting to file it out. Wes Dobbs out front. Shane Pittman right on his back door. I like the foil colors on Wes's car. He's really got a nice looking car there in the number 23.
Nice shine to it.
It does have a nice shine. I like that.
Pretty close and bumper to bumper there.
They really are. They're racing it out real nice.
They group there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask that you rise and please remove your hats for today's national anthem. Hi. Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask that you rise and please remove your hats for today's. Yeah. Yeah, I started playing the anthem for some reason. I'm trying to stabilize the there and looking like a fool because I clicked the wrong button. So back to the racing here.
Those funny noises.
Yeah, really.
Schmack.
We're gonna get all our information from over there for now because I want to see if that stabilizes this because I have some lag going on and I'm not happy with that. Nope, that's not a problem. A lot of these guys are already in the league. So I do know a few of them, but I don't know all of them. So there's definitely a few new names here for me as they're taking it 3 wide.
New racing in here.
They really do. They're looking super sharp out there today.
Temperature look like on the track.
Unfortunately, with this program, I don't have that data as available as I did. There's a few things that I'm missing from this one, and it's okay. And with each week we're learning here. Yep. Back up front here, and Wes is still holding them off out front. Now this is a stage race too, so they will have stage breaks. I believe it's going to be 30-60, and then the rest will be at 125. So they'll have a pit stop in the middle there too.
I'm digging the white and blue on the number 9 car. That paint scheme is nice.
There's a nice looking paint scheme. Take a look here at Benjamin Washington's number 9 monster car.
The wheels.
A little time into that paint work for sure. It's like back here where they were fighting 3 wide, they finally got it stretched out a little bit. And they're definitely putting down some laps. These guys are ticking them off quicker than quick. Westop's still out with a commanding lead here. Bob Nestor slipped back to the 3rd position. He's still there. Daryl Klotz right up there, number 4 position, rounding out the number 5. In the 5 position, Aaron Matthews. What's that?
You said that. Ooh, got wrecked.
Alright, man, caution is out.
And the caution is going to come out for the first time tonight. That's a shame. On lap 12, we're going to see the first caution. Let's go back here and see if we can take a look at what happened. Looks like the number 9 car got real loose. just kind of collected himself. Might have knocked into a couple others, but looks like he was able to get her stopped and not hit too many people in the process there. It's definitely a shame to see that this early on, but I'm sure there's a fast repair that they can use. And who knows, this might be helpful to some of these guys who might not be as quite happy with their car, because they might get an opportunity now to go ahead and take advantage of this and make a couple adjustments.
True, now would be the time to gas up or change tires or make any repairs. Adjustments.
We're going to have a bunch of them coming down, just as I suspected, to make some adjustments, catch some tires, maybe top off the fuel. Maybe they're seeing something that I'm not. The new programs that I'm running currently do not have the information that I was using before, which was supposed to be a little better on the computer. And I'm finding it is, but right now I'm wondering because of the lagginess I'm having. So these guys are going to come off pit road, and not sure what kind of adjustments and such that they had. We'll get pit road reporting going here as soon as we get one more person involved with this whole operation. Big Sanders was collecting that wreck, and that's going to put him back in the 25 position. He'll have his work cut out for him to get back up to the front, but he's got that car freshened right up. I'm sure he's made an adjustment to make it better, and hopefully he can get back up to where he was when this whole incident happened here. Barry's catching the field, and these guys are coming around one more time. Looks like the pace car lights are off. Dobbs is going to lead them around back to the green.
Green, green, green.
And we're going green.
And the green. Leaders have the option to start at the restart box, and Wes Dobbs definitely took full advantage of that one as he jumps out to a little bit of a lead in front of Bob Nestor and Shane Pittman.
Warren Young is coming back. Has Wes Dobbs led all the laps so far?
I don't believe he's led them all. I believe he's led most of them up to this point.
We still got Wes Dobbs and then Shane Pittman, Bob Nestor, Daryl Klotz.
Yep. Jeffrey Oaks, John Smith, David Regal, Darren Mills, and Keith Miller will round out your top 10. Going back to the 11th position here is Warren Young. Warren Young was last week's race winner, and I would not rule him out of contention. It's still very early on in this race. We had a car into the wall there, but it looks like he might have kept it out of the, kept control of it rather, and was able to not get the caution out. Not quite sure what happened there. I don't see anything on the replay box either, so. Yeah, you can see those cars bouncing down the back straightaway. You want to take a ride inside of one of these things? Let's have a ride in there. Hear him working the throttle.
Really working it.
Brian Westerman on the move as we take a ride inside of his car.
Alright, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
I am not sure what happened there. We will take a look here momentarily. Looks like there might be a couple of events here. There's another one around. Not sure what happened there, but take a look back here. What originally started this. Looks like the one car got hooked into the 29 of John Smith.
He wasn't wearing VR.
He wasn't wearing VR because I'll tell you what, that did not feel good. I can promise that one. I'm going to guess that he had a tow back to pit, and that brought out a multitude of other issues. I'm not sure who all was involved with that one. Let's see. There was another. Was there any other crashes right there? I thought there was another crash right there. We had another car off track, I thought.
There was.
That could be. Huh. And I'm not sure the replay didn't bring me back to the right point, apparently. How about this one? Oh, that was in front of the rack. That was behind the rack. I don't like the scoring system for my selecting drivers on this system. I'm not a fan of that. Let's go back to live here. Lap 24, we're going to be under caution one more time. 2 cautions in here. We're about 6 laps away from the stage break. I believe that'll be a green-white checker to the stage break by the time they get back to green. I knocked out a bunch of cars, or do we have a bunch on pit lane? Let's take a look down pit lane real quick. Yeah, we had a bunch of cars on pit lane. Oh my word, man. This stream is terrible. This is just not gonna work. Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask that you rise and please remove your hats for it. I deleted that fucker.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, it's gone now. I deleted it. Bye-bye. But I had to unmute this mic because that's my unmute button, so. Let your back off on the pace car. Stubbs, we'll lead them around one more time. Out of turn 4. Auto Club. Hopefully this stream is going to look a little better for us, folks. I'm adjusting as we go here and having problems. Appreciate everybody bearing with me as we try to sort this out. Just They're definitely fighting it out 2 by 2, almost all the way back through this field. And I'm just kind of mesmerized by the 3-wide racing these guys are putting down today. Here's we're watching West House run away with this field again. 24 of Benjamin Harp. Down low, inside, looking for this number 1 position. Can he get it? Oh, there's a car around. We give a car around. Can he stay off the track? If he stays off the track, they'll stay green. Looks like we're going to stay green. That would be fantastic. Darren Mills was the car that spun. Go back and take a look at Darren. What happened there, Darren? Where did we go? Oh, he must have towed before I could have get that. Go back here and watch Benjamin Harp battle it out with Wes Dobbs. The 23 and the 24 on the top side, and the 24 and the 9 on the bottom side. Look at this combination of numbers as they work it out through the top 4 here. Door-to-door action.
The door, bumper to bumper.
For sure, Benjamin Harp is putting it together. He definitely has a good run for Wes Dobbs, but looks like yellow flag. That will be our stage break at lap 30. These guys can settle down and grab a breath of calm air for a second. And I'm not sure exactly who won that stage, if it was Wes or if it was Benjamin, but I'm thinking they scored it as Wes the way the caution came out. So congratulations on your win, Wes, for the stage 1. If this was the actual league, you pick yourself up a few stage points there. We're about to see pit road become a very, very busy place here as soon as it comes open.
Yeah, pit speeds they need to maintain.
Oh, they do. They do have pit speeds. I believe I want to say here it's 45 or 50 miles an hour. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't been on this track in a couple weeks. Last time I was in it was with the ARCA cars, and that was a heck of a fun time.
And then what happens when they speed on pit road?
So if you speed on pit road, just like in NASCAR, they're going to issue you a black flag, and you're going to be you're going to have a penalty of a pass through.
Which means you have to pass through the pits.
Which means you have to pass through the pits
one more time around.
One more time, and on top of that, you're going to be sent to the end of the longest line. So
you're sent to the end of the line and run through the pit again.
You could be you could very, very easily lose a lot of positions.
So meaning you have to go around the full track one more time and through the pit and then out again.
So if you speed on pit road when you're coming down,
yep,
they'll give you the black flag. You're coming to serve a pass-through penalty, and then when you come back out, you're at the end of the line.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So not a good idea to speed through pit road.
Not at all. Nope.
Not good for anyone.
The 29 car sat there for a minute. I wonder if he had a little bit of damage and just had it repaired. Looks like Timothy French is going to have won the battle off of pit road. or he stayed out trying to get a lap back for the lucky dog. That I'm not sure of. I was watching pit road and trying to see about stabilizing this video feed.
I know Timothy French is right there. Oh. You know that too.
West Dobbs all the way back to the 13th position. Lost 11 spots in that position in that pit stop.
And Pittman is back to 6th place. 7th, 6th. He was in 2nd for quite some time.
See, it doesn't show me if anybody's a lap down or not, and that's kind of imperative. I feel like I need to figure out how to turn this,
Green, green, green.
adjust it as they get back to green flag racing here. Timothy French is going to drop down low. Is he just kind of heating away for these leaders, or is he running that line? Let's see here. Oh no, he's racing. We have a whole set of new cars up here in the front now.
Sure do. Looks like leaders.
As they're 3 wide for the lead. Timothy French finally pulls ahead a little bit, but the number 8 of Shane Pittman drops to the bottom line, and he's going to lead that lap. He cuts all the way up to the top. Looks like him and Derek Jacobs are just going to kind of take off for this one for a little bit here.
Wes Dobbs is working his way back up.
Well, I see that West Dobbs is definitely on his way back up to the front here as well. Not something that's going to surprise me, to be honest.
I think we're going to find the positions back to the way they were just before.
Don't you see here?
That's what I see happening.
West Dobbs is already back to the third position now.
Working
From
his way back to the
13th,
front.
he sure is, with looks like the 21 of Jeffrey Oaks right there in tow as well.
He had the first place car to begin with. He held first for quite a while, so I feel like he'll get back.
He did, and he could have just been using a little bit of time in the pits there to repair any damage that he may have incurred during those first few laps as well.
All about strategy.
Another one that was up front, moved back quite a ways, is Benjamin Harp. He's back in the 8th position, looking 9th, 8th position, battling out with last week's winner, Warren Young. Bob Nestor up there as well. He led a whole bunch of laps at the last race that you didn't happen to make, but he led a ton of laps at that race. Him and the 48 car were absolutely dominant.
Got Shane Pittman and Wes Dobbs, 1 and 2.
We do,
Nice
but I'm
game,
watching
go
this.
back to
I'm
three.
watching these 3 cars here on this bottom line, trying to put something together. The 23 excuse me, 84, the 29, and the 5 car. When they were all in one line there, it looked like they were coming up through the pack quite fast.
Yeah. They were doing a little shake and bake and bake.
Shake and bake. Well, looks like it'll be Shane Pittman again this time. Yep. This time around. And, you know, for an open setup league, this year is some tight racing. I mean, we're definitely seeing some dominant cars early on here. Long ways to go still. Long ways to go, but early on, we're still seeing a lot of dominant cars. Yep, Barry's back there quite a ways. I don't know if he's still making adjustments or if he just has a bunch of damage that he can't seem to get fixed up there. That's unfortunately, he's normally a fast car here. But he was involved in that wreck early on there. What was it, lap 12, I believe it was. As his front group's definitely running away. .31 of Alan Henson's going to make it 3 wide up there as he's using a little bit of side draft to get around the 24 car, or did not work. There's some great battles all the way through this field, and it's kind of hard to pick, you know, which one to stick around and watch. '16's going to look to the outside of West Dobbs. The 84, 29. They are 3 wide, and they are getting loose. Very bouncy. You'd think these guys were going at it. They're almost going at it for the last lap.
Anywhere to go. Hit the wall.
Yep, we have a car into the wall. We will see here if we stay green. He can keep it out of the racing line. Out, caution's out. Okay. It is unfortunate. We're going to see a caution here on lap 45, and that's going to leave them a nice little shootout for the end here, but I believe these guys got to be running out of tires. And here's something other, I don't believe I got any of that data before the race. So that's something I can't provide the viewers at home tonight, but I will have that when the league starts. I will have all that data at hand. These last year recruitment races have been kind of more of a test for me, and getting some more drivers in the channel here's stream quality. So We're gonna have a few takers down on pit road. But I did notice a lot of those front guys stayed out. Loudmaster picked up a couple positions. Lost a couple positions. I'm sorry, Dave Rio picked up a lot of positions. He's up 13 spots in that last exchange here, not staying out on pit road. Jeffrey Oaks as well. Warren Young going to be in the 6th place. Brian Westerman in the 7th. Bill Hales in 8th. Benjamin Harp in 9th. And Steve Budarius will round out your top 10. Shane Pittman in the number 8 Budweiser Chevrolet Camaro. These next gen cars are so much fun to drive. I'm running them in a Saturday league, and I'm really enjoying them. The one that I'm in as well is an open setup league, and it's they put their videos on YouTube as well. And it's a good time.
And I've also driven the next gen car, and it's fun.
It is fun. It's a nice handling car, and they have them dialed in real well. The package is nice on them. They're fast
Very fast.
and comfortable.
Helps to have the right set of pedals, to be honest. You can feel the throttle, braking with the set that you have, so I think that helps the driving skill increase.
Yeah.
I could feel a difference, and I'm, not a pro driver.
Yeah, neither am I apartment.
We're pros in
But
our own minds.
That's right. We're legends in our mind. Up every morning.
We piss excellence.
That's right. Great movie. If you haven't watched it, make sure you grab a few hours and sit down and watch Talladega Nights on Netflix, because
You get a laugh.
it's on there and they're about to take it off.
November 30th, it'll be gone.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
All right, lights are off on the pace car.
Oh, magically.
Hopefully the winner of this race knows what to do with their hands when we go to interview them. I can tell you right now, Shane Pittman is going to lead him down here, and he is not going to hesitate on that restart box and jump out to an early lead. Wes Dobbs looks like he's going to try to reel him in as well. Probably reverbing through my mic there a little bit. Sorry about that. My speakers were a little loud there. I noticed that they were bouncing my microphone on that lap.
Pittman still in the lead, followed by Wes Dobbs.
Yep. Wes, like Alan would say, Wes will just sit back there and just run. Looked like he's had a dominant car tonight. He's just been out there just absolutely pushing this thing. And maybe he's not pushing it. Maybe it's just running good and handling that good. But I don't know. Let's take a quick look inside the car. Let's see if we can go with the gyro cam. Get a little look at the banking. for a couple laps here.
Why I would not use the fans.
At least you're not triple monitored right now. Now to me, it sounds like Wes is just kind of feathering this thing, and he hasn't really turned it on yet. Now this could be a strategy.
You're just biding his time.
Could be. Saving a little fuel, saving a little tires.
Only one lap that really counts.
You're right. In most cases now, but these guys are racing stages here when this gets going, so they're going to be racing for stage points as well. So we're 8 laps away this time by from the next stage break.
Keep it green.
Can they keep it green? I think the 8 car definitely did some wrenching and got this thing working properly because he's been out there in the front for quite a few laps. I think he's led every lap since this thing's gone back to green.
Yes, he has.
Keith Miller up to the number 7 spot. We haven't seen much, showed much of Keith tonight. He's been up there a couple times. Alan and I were commenting on the 30 car paint job last night and last race and how nice it looked. Beautiful foil paint job he's got on this number 30 Chevrolet Camaro.
They'll do a really good job with all the paint schemes. It takes a lot of creativity sometimes.
It sure does. You've seen me struggle for hours and hours on paint myself.
Oh yeah. They all look amazing, so I especially love the blue colored wheels.
Yeah, I can see us painting a new car in the future here. Probably having some powder blue stuff on it. Looks like we might have gotten the stream to settle down a little bit here. Viewers at home, definitely throw comments if the stream's lagging. Let us know. We're thriving on that feedback and depending on you to let us know. So go ahead and hit that live chat button and let us know who you're rooting for. Let us know who your driver is. If you want to shout anybody out, we'll give shout outs. I'm just hoping it's looking good for you at home because we're definitely trying to make it that way. These guys put a lot of time into these setups, and like we just discussed, the paints. Put a lot of time into racing these cars, so it's nice when the families get to enjoy it this way as well.
Absolutely. Things that race together stay together.
Yeah, I'm down this. I've just been cranking it down.
Good night. And of course, they look good too. They're on the track. So grouped up together up front.
They really are, but we're coming around this time. It's going to be 3 to go, so we will see some racing here in the next few laps start to occur. These guys will be racing for the state win, so it wouldn't surprise me to see some real action. The Benjamin Harp in the number 24 looking low. And I just caught that out of the corner of my eye, but he's made up quite a few spots here in the last lap, half the lap. He was strong at the end of the last run. Let's see what the Ford Mustang here has for it. West Dobbs is starting to look low on the number 8 of Shane Pittman. Jeffrey Oaks is looking high. I know what I'm thinking right now. If I'm Shane, how do I make this car wider? Jeffrey Oaks is going to get a run on the outside. Is it going to be enough? Don't think it is. Looks like Shane's going to be able to hold him off, maybe with a little help from Wes Dobbs. I think the number 48 up there is definitely helping out Jeffrey Oaks a little bit. The slingshot, they're going to be one to go to stage this time. Jeffrey Oaks, Warren Young, Shane Pittman, Brian Westerman up there, Wes Dobbs, Andrew Layton, Bill Hales in the top 10, Daryl Plotz, Steve Didarius, and Keith Miller will round out your top 10. They switched on me last second there. Did you see him? All right, they're going to throw the caution as the 10th car passes. This should be stage break. They're going to go 61. I think they're going to go 61 because of the caution, must be. I'm sure they're going to keep it clean. These are some pretty dang good drivers that we're seeing here. I'm quite impressed with the patience and skill levels of what we've seen here tonight. Shane Pittman will win that stage. Looks like he did have enough to get back around Jeffrey Oaks for the end of that. And congratulations on your stage win, Shane.
Good job.
That's all. I see Daryl Plotz in the 38 way up high there. Is he going to stay out? No, it wasn't Daryl, was it? No, I apologize. That wasn't Daryl. That was, who do we have in the 38 car? Darren Mills. No, Darren Mills going to stay out. I believe Darren Mills is going to be your lucky dog, folks. Going to take this quick opportunity to throw a shout out to RS Button Boxes, going to be the sponsor for this upcoming season for Moonshiner races. You can check out RS Button Boxes at rsbuttonboxes.com. Also, RS Button Boxes on Facebook.
green, green.
Back to green here. Shane Pittman's going to lead him off the green. Warren Young outside. Brian Westerman, Wes Dobbs, Andrew Layton, Jeffrey Oakes, Keith Miller, Benjamin Harp, Bill Hales, Bob Nestor. Going to round out your top 10. Aaron Matthews, Daryl Klotz, Alan Henson, Barry Sanders, Jeffrey Ford would be your top 15. Continuing on, 16th back would be Timothy French, Chris Claude, David Regal, Steve Didarius, Darren Mills, who was a lap down, Ray Sercut, who was a lap down, Derek Jacobs, a lap down, Jared Woodward, a lap down, Chad Sullivan, a lap down, John Smith and Travis Creech, all a lap down. That'll be the 26 cars still running. Thank you to all who have stuck around.
Yes, and I hope you're enjoying the race.
Warren Young out front as they get settled in here with the number 9 of Brian Westerman in the second position. Andrew Layton, Jeffrey Oakes, and Bob Nestor settle into the top 5. Number 9 of Brian Westman says he's going to jump out front and he's going to take his turn to lead one.
Warren Young and Andrew Layton, Jeffrey Oakes, Bill Hales, Benjamin Harp, Bob Nestor, Wes Dobbs is back to 8th, Shane Pittman's 9th, Alan Henson is rounding up your 10.
Still like the color of that number 9 monster car. I think that's a pretty sharp looking paint job myself. That blue definitely pops.
Sure does. I have a thing for blue. I have the pretty blue paddle shifters in my boo-boo-boo. Ooh.
53. Slow down the back straightaway. They'll be looking to come to pit road. Bill Hills make the long trip down pit road. Not quite sure what happened to him, but try to keep you updated. Looks like he's going to get some fresh tires on this thing early on in the run. 72 of 125. We might be looking at strategy now. We might be starting to see some green flag stops to get to the end of this thing. I'm not quite sure what the fuel runs are on these things because, like I said here, I have no data. I haven't done any testing myself, so I'm a bad commentator. According to Dale Earnhardt Jr., I'm a bad commentator there. He didn't say that, but he said that he felt like he was a bad commentator if he didn't know how the car worked. So I'll shut up. Back to the race here. Warren Young back out front. Going to lead himself a lap over Jeffrey Oaks. Westerman's slow. Looks like he's fallen back. Might have overdriven the car a little bit. I found myself in that predicament, and or he could just be falling back to look for a strategy. But here again, we might be seeing some green flag pit stops with going on 50 to go here.
Young lady.
Sure is not much to talk about. These guys are just putting down a heck of a performance. They really are. The cars are working all over this track. We've got them working on the bottom line. We've got them working the top line. I mean, it's been almost too wide from the 4th, 5th position back from what we've seen. Looks like we're going to have another caution out here. Yellow flag was thrown. I'm not exactly sure why. Looks like maybe the 59 car had a crash.
Darren Mills crashed.
Not sure why how he jumped to the pits. Now we'll go back to live here. Happened.
He'll be using a fast repair.
He might be. I'm not 100% sure what happened there. See, I'm new to this program, so when it does this type of stuff, I'm not quite sure what to expect.
No worries. Have a caution.
That they are. Almost like an extra little stage break for him.
Yeah, for sure.
They're all coming down Pear Road now.
Look at that pit road. It's full. 1, 2 cars out on the track, maybe. I just say, wowza, schnauza. Your first out.
Looks like it's going to be the 48 of Warren Young is going to beat him out. The pit road there. Jeffrey Oakes. Aaron Matthews back up front here. Bob Nestor. Benjamin Harp's going to be the top 5. Shane Pittman will be on the outside of row 3. Every quarter, 1, 2, 3. Yep. All connected lag. Okay. There was one other phone there. I don't know. It's not as bad as it was, but Warren Young, you are driving good. Keep up the great driving. Warren Young, a fan in the audience, thank you for joining, and we appreciate you being here.
Nice to have somebody to cheer you on.
Absolutely. Warren Young, last week's winner.
Can you do it again?
You know, there's a long way to go, but I don't believe anything's impossible here. I mean, we saw how many laps West led right out of the gate. Anything can happen here.
Yeah, for sure. Anything can happen.
Lights are back off on the pace car.
And he can still work his way back right up to the front. I mean, Kyle Larson does it all the time.
That's right. And it's the right organization on the paint. Pace car is off. It's set to take the green.
Green flag.
Matthews looking low. Find a little speed down there on the bottom of the corner. Early on in the runs, I always find myself driving a little lower in the corner. Slipping back quick though. Nine car back in the top 5, looking low on the inside, and the number 29 for the 3rd position. Warren Oakes and Warren Young and Jeffrey Oakes have checked right out.
Yeah, they've got quite a lead.
They really do, considering Bob Nestor is closing in though. Tanner's back in the 8th position. 8th, 9th position.
Back together in a tight group.
Yep. They sure are. Look at that 48 car. Coming out of turn 4. Moving down the stripe again. Jeffrey Oaks working his tail. He is definitely running hard.
It'll be a tight finish.
Well, we got a long ways till the finish. We got a long ways before the finish there. But I almost believe we might even see one more stop before the finish.
Prediction.
That's my prediction. That's my prediction on the basis that these guys are running the tires right off of these things, turning the lap times that they're still turning 40-second laps, 40.7. I mean, that's a pretty quick lap time.
That is great. They're driving hard and giving it all they've got. Too long.
That lead pack has definitely jumped right off. Oh, the 3 wide Matthews is off the track. He's hung on to it. He's hung on to it. Matthews is a wheel man. As long as that car's not damaged, I'm sure he can shake it off and get back in there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thought he was just gonna make his way to the front of the pack too when that happened.
Here comes Pittman on the inside. He's going to look low. Brian Westerman right on his back door. He's going to follow him around. Warren Young as well. There's West Dobbs and Alan Henson. Looking low. I did expect to see West back in the mix here eventually. I didn't know when, but I did expect to see him. Shane Pittman is making that 8 car just as wide as he can get it. Holding off Wasserman. He is blocking every lane he can to keep that number 1 position, but I'll tell you what, that number 8 car is fast to him. Warren Young reeling him in on that top line.
Like the 23 was slingshotted.
Henson's going to make a move underneath the 9 car. Dobbs out front. Shane Pittman, Warren Young, Jeffrey Oaks. Bob Nestor and Alan Henson battle it out for the 5th position. Now we've got the 29 of Bob Nestor on the bottom line. Oaks is going to catch back up to the 48 car. I've seen these two work together a couple times. I don't know how the draft is really working though tonight, so I really should have done a few laps while practice was going, but I was too busy trying to sort out other things. Matthews right there in the 6th position after his mishap a few laps back. Sanders right on his back door.
Slowly working his way up.
Westerman slipped all the way back to 9, and we have a caution on the track. Andrew Layton. Looks like Andrew Layton maybe crashed. Let's see if we can get a replay on that. And no, apparently we can't. I know what I'm doing wrong now. Ooh, the 24 car is collected. The 84 is collected. Get a different angle on that. It looks like the 82 got into the back of the 24 car. Shame for those 3 cars. Hopefully they have enough fast repair to get back out there. Let's see.
Yeah. It's on there. Okay. All right.
Dodgers is going to bring them all down pit road, I'm sure. It's going to be a busy, busy place. Lug nuts, single lug nuts flying, and fuel being dispensed in these machines tonight here. Wheels up on all these cars. Timothy French, Wes Dobbs, Shane Pittman, Warren Young, Bob Nestor will be the top 5. Alan Henson, Brian Westerman, David Regal, Jeffrey Ford, Aaron Matthews, Chris Loud, Aaron Drew Layton, Barry Sanders. Barry back up to 13th on that stop. It's not a gain on that stop. That's from I'm thinking out loud. Oh. Timothy French drove off the track just a little bit. Wonder if he was adjusting a VR or a setting real quick.
Oh, yep.
I thought he was going to come up into the A car. I'm glad he didn't. Let's take a look at that. What I need is to make my own screen there because I can add one of my own. I just need to make it.
Okay. Do your flash it.
Yeah, I don't know how to make. Well, you need to make it like it's like a video or like whatever that says it. So be cool to have our own someday. We will. We'll get there. We gotta get going here, but.
One step
Speaking
at a
of,
time.
that's right, one step at a time. Speaking of getting going here, let's draw off on the pace car.
Green wagon.
We absolutely should, and it looks like it's going to be 30 laps of green here. So this is pretty much one stint. These guys are pretty used to that. They ought to know what to expect in these cars. Timothy French is going to lead them down.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag's going to fry.
Let it fry. Fry the rag.
And they're 3 wide for the lead.
Shane Pittman, Wes Dobbs, Timothy French, Up Nestor, Lauren Young.
Battling it out down the backstretch as we watch Wes Dobbs weave and bob back and forth, hold off Bob Nestor and Shane Pittman.
Maybe they all have visions of turkey dancing in their heads.
I know I do. I'm definitely getting hungry for some Thanksgiving. And can't wait for some dinner there.
It'd be delicious. Can't wait. I'm dreaming of turkey for weeks.
Warren Young hanging right on there in the 3rd position. No, that's not a bad place to be. He's going to look low underneath the 8 car. He's going to make it stick. He's going to put it up next to the 23. Warren Young out of turn 4. Wes Dobbs to the line. Looks like Warren's didn't have any help there, and I think that the aero really played a difference there. It was almost like he hit a brick wall of air. We get formed back up.
Now is that clean air versus dirty air?
That is clean air versus dirty air. Yep.
Five to go.
Gonna be 25 to go this time by.
This time by. 25 to go. This time by.
Back to single file. Down the bat straightaway.
Stretched him out.
Wes Dobbs with a little bit of a lead. We were starting to see some aero, I think, come into play here with these 29 car is looking to go. Bob Nesser and Warren Young, no doubt, have raced together. They were raced hard last race with us. They were up front most of the race.
I'm gonna get lost in it.
You do.
You
You're watching it, right?
get entranced.
It's easy to. But we see West Dobbs start to pull away just a little bit. And then next thing you know, the 29 and the 8 are right on his back door, and it's almost like he dips down just a little bit, breaks that air, and it's almost like you've hit a rack of cue balls on a billiards table that just kind of go every which way.
Yeah. Crazy how those aerodynamics work.
It is, especially with these new chassis with the aero underneath and the new rear splitters.
Yeah, where the air's coming out the side.
They have actually diffusers on the rear of these things.
They also pop out the side.
Those are exhaust ports.
Oh.
They're taking them off here for folks as we're counting down to 22 to go. Wes Dobbs, Shane Pittman, Bob Nestor, Warren Young, and Aaron Matthews will round out your top 5. Followed up by Andrew Layton, Brian Westmer, David Regal, Alan Hinson, and Keith Miller to conclude your top 10.
Ready to go, and we got Wes Dobbs in first.
We got Wes Dobbs in first, and we have less than a second separating the top 10. Matthews on the inside down there on the bottom looking to see if he can make something work. He might have enough to get around the 8 car. It seems like when they get to these back straightaways, though, those lines work and the single cars just do not. I've seen it happen almost every lap here. Definitely needs to be some sort of an aero factor on these things. where the real action is back here as they're weaving and
Ooh.
bobbing. We got David
Whatever
Regal
the
in the
Yingling.
7 car in the Yingling number 7. Trying to get himself out of that dirty air down in the bottom line where he can make some advancements. Look at him go there. He's going to pick up a spot maybe there.
I think we're having issues with our tires.
Tires could be a factor. We're still pretty early. I mean, this is when tires start to wear out just a little bit. So it depends on how you were with them off the bat. In my opinion, if you're easier on your tires, you're going to have them in the long run. We're coming down to 16 to go, and we're going to start seeing some racing here. Nestor's going to look on the inside and see if he can make it work. See him trying to pull up to that upper line just a little bit to get that aero advantage. Doesn't seem like it's going to work down the back straightaway, but can that low line hold him off the corner? It seems like you need to have a dancing partner here.
Let's help to have a teammate. Never back.
See the 9 and the 48 have hooked back up. See if they can put something together and get back up here. Challenge Dobbs and Shane Pittman for the 1 and 2 position. Tight racing here all night, folks. This is just incredible. These guys have put on one awesome show, and I hope you guys at home have enjoyed it. I certainly have, and I hope you have as well, Sasha.
It's been amazing. It's been quite an honor to be sitting here to watch this race and be part of this.
You have a little nerves at first, but you kind of settled into it a little bit.
A little bit. A little nerve-wracking.
Imagine being behind the wheel of one of these things.
I can't even imagine. I do it by myself singly on the track and my nerves are shaken. These guys are amazing. It takes a lot to be out there on a track with other people.
Take a ride with Warren Young. They look down low on the 9. Get a little bit of that clean air. You can see how it kind of sucks them back up to the 9 car.
It'd be so easy to just get loose and take everybody out.
It so is. It so is.
That air hits you just right or just wrong. And
Yeah, you see right there.
turn.
You see right there.
Exactly.
You
They get swirly.
listened how he had to lift.
Yep. Otherwise there's going to be in the back.
It's not just wide open around here.
No.
And I can almost guarantee he is sawing at that wheel too. We can take a look at the actual cockpit view. This is what he sees. This is what he's seeing.
That's nerve-wracking, I'm telling you. My anxiety went through the roof.
That is his view right here, folks, live and for real.
Kind of scary.
West Dobbs, we're going to lead them at 12 to go. The single file back out. About the only time you really see them come apart in the corners. Everybody's got their own line, but you can see there's 5 racing groups here, 4 or 5 racing groups here. Let's bounce down through your top 10 here. West Dobbs, Shane Pittman, Ryan Westerman, Warren Young, Aaron Matthews, Bob Nestor, Andrew Layton, David Regal back there in the Yingling car, Alan Henson, Keith Miller to round out your top 10. Looking back through the 15, be Barry Sanders, Chris Claude, Jeffrey Ford, Timothy French, who would be a lap down. Steve Didarius, I believe, still on track. Yep, there he is right there. Back there in the three-way battle in his zone for the 15-16th position. Folks, 10 laps to go here. All these drivers are getting itchy now. All those friendships made along the way are about to go out the window.
It's every man for himself.
It will be every man for himself come this last few laps here.
It's been fun, but I gotta run.
Wes Dobbs impressive out there with his 10th of a second lead over Shane Pittman on the back straightaway there. Back to single file they go. They might be single file this time, but I guarantee there'll be 2 or 3 of them wide when they come around the last time.
And we're looking at speeds of 170, 175. $185, $195. Wow, we're looking at top speeds of 195 and better. Going fast.
Getting down to the wire here.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
We have a caution out. We have a car around. Looks like Alan Hinson has gone around. Let's take a look and see what happened back there to Alan. Oh, looks like Alan was up into the wall and came down and just kind of collected the 7 cars a little bit. 7 car may have continued. See if we can get a better angle on the crash. Yep, that's what it was. It looks like he just got up into the wall there somehow and turned around. That's a shame to see the 31 Elite car there out like that. He was definitely a contender, but we're not going to rule anything out quite yet. There's still a little ways to go here, and
Oops.
you never know.
Never know.
We could be looking at a green-white checker here, folks. I'm not sure how many attempts they have, but I imagine at least 2. Lucky dog coming around. There's something else I should have is the lucky dog. They should.
Chicken has it. Watch for it.
Yeah, so that I can. I'd be down there on pit road too, because if I had anything left, fast repair, whatever, I'd be fixing my stuff up right now. No doubt about it. Guys, if you're wondering how to join this, you're more than welcome to take a look in the Throttle Up TV About tab here on YouTube or the Facebook page. You can search Moonshiners Racing on the Facebook page. You can actually get involved there and chat with the drivers and owners. They have a Discord as well you can get involved with if you'd like.
4 laps to go.
I think we're gonna be looking at a green-white checker here, a natural green-white checker, at least.
Green, green, green.
To West Dobbs off to a jump. The 88 and the 9 with the 8 and the 9 car drag race. It out for the second position. Looks like it's going to be the 8 car, and the 9 car will fall into the third spot.
Way to go.
West Dobbs brings them to the stripe for 2 to go this time. Matthews around the inside of the 9 car. See if he has enough to make it stick. We've seen this many times on the back straightaway. It doesn't end well. It's like Pittman's trying to get to the bumper of the 23. Doesn't quite get there. Dobbs is going to take the final lap. The 30 car spins. White flag is out. The race will be official. He's going to lead them around. Matthew slips into the third place. Here comes Warren Young on the inside. Looks like he's going to have some help from the 34. West Dobbs is going to lead him one more time to the checkered flag. It's going to be West Dobbs, Shane Pittman, Aaron Matthews, Warren Young for 4th position, Brian Wasser in the 5th, Barry Sanders 6th, Andrew Layton in the 7th position, and Jeffrey Ford, Dave Regal, and Timothy French will round out your top 5. And Matthews with an impressive run at the end. Stick around for this, folks. We're going to see if we can get a word with the winners.
Great driving.
There was. It's kind of weird, but... Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Matt, I got him going to the post-race interview if you want to go into that one.
Yeah. Hold on, I can't hear you, bud. Say again.
Post-race interview, I told him to go there. I don't know if they will or not, but that's where I told him to go.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Yep. Popping back into one, Aaron.
All right. Let me see if I can get these guys up here. Yeah. Hold on, I can't hear you, bud. Say again.
Post-race interview.
Shane, this is Matt up here in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, buddy.
Hey, man, second place tonight. Good run. What you got to say?
Man, it was awesome. Me and Wes thought we could control the race if we got up there. And that was just teammates working together.
Yeah, you guys definitely put on a heck of a show all night long. Definitely a strong car. Going into the season, what do you think?
Man, Wes does such a good job with these setups. I think we'll be a tough team to beat.
Fantastic. Good to hear. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you'd like to give shout outs to, sponsors or anybody?
How about my wife and daughter for letting me do this tonight? They've been behind me looking at counting down the laps.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Absolutely. So sweet.
And I appreciate you guys doing this. I had the broadcast going on my cell phone beside the wheel. So y'all guys did a great job.
Yeah, we're trying. We're trying. We're trying to get the graphics together, and we'll get there eventually. But appreciate it, man.
Yep.
You're great.
See y'all. Thank you. See y'all in Vegas.
All right. See you in Vegas.
Hey, congrats, Wes, before I go, Bubba.
Hey, thank you.
Wes, heck of a performance, buddy. Good job on the win.
Yeah, I practiced a lot and learned how to save tires and pick the right line that didn't wear the tires as much. But sim racing edge setups worked really good tonight.
Excellent. Going into Vegas, how do you feel?
Oh, pretty good. I got a killer set there too.
Fantastic. Anybody you'd like to throw a shout out to tonight before we let you go?
Just my teammates, Alan Henson, Chad Sullivan, and then Shane. We all tend to practice together and just try to be prepared for the race night.
Awesome. Cool. Well, congrats on your win, man. I'll let you go so you can celebrate and have a good Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Hey, thank you.
Great win.
And that leaves us with Aaron.
Yes, sir.
Third place, man.
Yeah.
Where'd
I'm happy with their finish.
Where'd you come from?
From the back twice.
I saw that. That's impressive, man. That's absolutely impressive. Good
We
run
had some
tonight.
trouble early and got a couple laps down, but we managed to work on the car, get it fixed, and come back. And I think I had a little bit for West, just ran out of time.
I think you ran out of time. I think if you had a couple more laps, I think we could have seen something different there. But who knows, you know?
Oh yeah, let's try it again next week.
Yep, back at it next week, and next week we'll be at Vegas.
I'll be ready for them.
Anybody you'd like to throw shout outs to, Aaron, before I let you go?
Yeah, Barry, Daryl. They kind of helped me tonight with subs. Alan Carpenter also. He's helped me a little bit.
Cool, man. Sounds good. Well, I'll let you go to it. Have a good Thanksgiving tomorrow. I hope you get a nice meal and get real full.
All right, you do the same.
Yeah, we sure will, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
Folks, that's going to wrap it up for us here tonight at Throttle Up TV. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. I'd like to thank RS Button Boxes for the sponsorship. I'd like to wish everybody a fantastic Thanksgiving tomorrow from Throttle Up TV family to you.
Happy Thanksgiving. Please be safe.